Welcome, air signs. This is for the love reading for Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra, sun, moon, or rising signs. So I wanted to go ahead and do a love reading for you guys. I've been kind of, hesitant to even do YouTube tarot readings for quite some time, but I want to go ahead and try this out. I'm gonna go ahead and start with your reading. Let me know what you guys think after. Leave comments below. I would appreciate a lot of feedback, just to get some, clarity of how I did. I do some like weekly short messages on my Instagram page. A lot of stuff I'll put in the description below, so we can also check that out. Okay, so also excuse the noise that you may hear. There's kind of construction going on outside of my house. Okay, so we have your underlying energy as the Four of Pentacles. Now, this is you probably being able to, you stand guard, right? You're not letting things in. You're kind of, in a way, putting a wall between you and your partner. With the Four of Pentacles, this has to do with finance. Not able to grow, not able, no gaining, no losing. This is a very standstill energy, and I think you guys are kind of protecting yourself to get hurt. I think you're afraid of getting hurt. For some of you, you're afraid to invest in the other person, and this may be that you're a very teamwork oriented person. Why I say that is because you have the Three of Pentacles in your past, right? This is teamwork. This is having to work together, work through issues, work through projects, and I feel like maybe in your past you did a lot of investment in that. You've worked in your relationships in the past, and it seems like you were the only one to put effort into your relationship, because you can see this person, he's the one working, right? He's the one working, doing the hard work, labor, and then these two here are just kind of looking at the blueprint. I mean, both parties are doing work, but I think you were giving more than the other person, and I think that's what your energy is right now, that you just don't want to invest any more of your time, any more of your money, any more of your energy into your relationship. What it seems like you don't want to do, because you have the Eight of Cups showing up. Now, this is an unfulfilling emotional card, right? You're walking away from something that's not fulfilling for you. And that could be it. That could be that you're just tired of investing your time and energy into this person. And you're walking away, and you can see that these cups are not knocked over. Like, they're still, I would like to say that they're still filled. Like, you're walking away knowing how much you feel and how much that other person may feel, but you have to leave that behind, right? You're walking your own path. I mean, you're even having that staff, like you're ready to move on, even though this is a water card, a water element card. But when I see a staff, I also think of the fire elements, because that's like a wand, right? You have that motivation, you have that passion, even that self-respect to just know when to call quits, right? Because you don't want to lose yourself in something that is not going to grow in your relationship, right? Now, with the Five of Cups in your future, this is looking at the negative. You're looking at, like, man, I've invested so much of my time, so much of my emotions, my thoughts, my energy into this relationship, and I'm not getting anything out of it. I've given my all, and it wasn't worth it, right? But what does that tell you? You're asking these negative questions, but what are you really asking? Like, you should really pay attention that, okay, what is it that I've learned from this relationship? Now I should know not to invest 100% when the other person's only giving 10 or 0, that may be, right? but you still gain something out of it, because you have two cups behind you, and you know that's like the positive side. That's like saying, look at the things that did help, look at the things that was fulfilling, look at what you've pay attention to what you've learned, you know. Even though you may, you know, kind of sobbing, crying over this relationship, but you know, this is a time to look at the better things in life, and to go in your own direction and build yourself. Now with the Wands, Knight of Wands, this is someone who's very passionate on what he wants, and he's going for it. You know, he has that fire, he has that drive. Now, with this being underneath the Four of Pentacles, you know, this is telling me that even though you were very kind of wishy-washy in a way, like what should I do? Should I move on? Should I stay in this relationship? But something, I think internally you were ready. Like mentally you were ready, and emotionally you were ready, but it's just like your body had to catch up to that decision, right? With that, it's you're moving forward in your own direction. This is you wanting to have a better life for yourself. This is wanting you to go after what you want and how to grow as a better person. And you know, with the foundation underneath the Three of Pentacles, I mean, I think at some point you were feeling alive, you were feeling fulfillment, because you had the Ten of Pentacles underneath the Three of Pentacles. I'm sorry, the Ten of Cups underneath the Three of Pentacles. Now, I think at some point, like I said in the beginning, we had all the honeymoon phase, right? Everything was lovey-dovey, you know, everything was so brand new. It was just, you know, flowers here, you know, birds are singing, you know, everything was just alive, right? But at the same time, even though this is under like the past energy, this is your foundation. This is your fulfillment for yourself, okay? This is fulfillment, what you want. Think of it as like, you already know what you want for yourself, okay? And this is your future, not your future, but your foundation. And don't lose who you are as a person, okay? Even though you put so much time and effort, don't lose what your desire was, what you've always wanted in a relationship, because you'll get that. You'll get that that Ten of Cups. Now, with the Page of Wands, you know, this is a very immature, naive energy. And you can see like he's looking pretty lost. He's looking like, what should I do? How do I move forward, you know? And I think that's where your energy was, and that's what your obstacle is, your challenge for yourself right now in this present situation, that you may kind of second guess on your decision. But just know and think about, you know, how is this gonna help me in the long run? You know, I know that I'm putting so much effort into a relationship that's not working. It's like you're second guessing, is even though you've gone through so much in your past with this person, this could have been a 10-year relationship, of 5 years, 2 years, you know, you feel like I've gone through so much, I should stick with this person, but that shouldn't be the case. You know, a relationship shouldn't be based on your history. It should be based on a solid foundation that you want happiness, you want fulfillment, you want a family, you want trust, you want love, you want both parties giving 50-50 each, right? No one should ever have to give 100%, because if you give 100%, what's that other person gonna give, right? They're not gonna give anything. If you give 30%, they're gonna give 70%, and you're not giving that fair, equal amount of effort within the relationship. Okay, so this is a very naive energy right here. And it's okay to feel like you're questioning yourself, questioning your decisions, but don't linger there for too long. You may start making the wrong choices. I mean, if you can just find some support and some advice, that's gonna help you walk away from your talk, and I don't see that as a, I mean, it may be toxic relationship for some of you, but I just think that maybe also you guys want different things at the end of the day, right? And I think there is no clear communication, because I don't see any swords here, you know, and swords have to do with communication. And I feel like nobody was kind of speaking their truth and what they really want. They were just kind of going based on emotions, finances, and just that drive, okay? Now, in your advice, you have the Two of Cups. Now, the Two of Cups have to do with you found somebody that shared your same amount of emotions, the same ideals in a relationship, you know. And even though this is underneath the Five of Cups, you're looking at things, you know, at the negative side. This could be that you need to meet yourself, right? It's me, myself, and I here. You know, sometimes the Two of Cups could represent another person. It's like your match, right? But now your match is yourself, right? You need to give love to yourself before you can love another person. And that's kind of the thing. Like, you need to heal, and you need to have strength, and you need to have purity within yourself, and have that solid foundation, just like the Ten of Cups right here. You know, everything's just fulfilling, everything's just bright and alive. But in order to have that, you need to work on yourself first. Really align yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually. Okay? So let's see what we have for an insight here with the Sacred Travelers. What are the messages for air signs? Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. What are the messages for them? Okay, taking shelter, the answers are within. So just like I said, you need to kind of focus on yourself. You need to, you know, go on a soul search, right? This is you going on a quest. This is you isolating the world and just trying to find who you are, because you've invested so much time and effort in the other person that you may even lost yourself in this relationship. You may have even forgotten not that what you wanted in the relationship, but who you are as a person. You may have forgotten your own desires, and you were just kind of pleasing the other person just to make them happy. And in the process, that made you less happy because you were giving everything to that other person. Let's go ahead with Wisdom of Avalon Oracle cards. Let's see what they have to say. What are the messages for water signs? Air signs. Air signs. Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. What are the messages? I feel like some of you guys have water in your moon. Some of you may be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio moon. And I think that's why what I said, water signs. Maybe some of you may be dealing with a water sign, which could be the case because there's a lot of cups. Some of you must be having a fire element in your moon or rising, and you're dealing with a water sign. This one wants to come out. All right, so we have the King. Man, authority, and sexual energy. He's also justice. Okay, so this is you having to have authority for yourself. And in order to have, you know, if you think about yourself as the king, you know, he is a provider. He is the authority. He is the male sexual energy, as it says, right? He is justice. He's fair. And he's very wise. But like every king needs a queen, right? Every masculine energy needs a feminine energy, and that's what creates balance. And that's what we need. And it's not to dismiss you know, orientations and gender. We're just talking about energies here. You know, we're talking about energies. And I feel like some of you have, and this could be like the Swords card, the King of Swords, right? Because he has a sword right here. I think this person, your other person, was being very shady, secretive. I'm getting kind of doing things behind your back. And I'm saying that because I can see that this person here is behind the king, kind of walking past the king, right? And nobody should, I feel like for some reason, nobody should ever have to walk behind the throne at all. Everybody, the king should be able to see everything. He should be able to view what's going on and see the bigger picture. But there is like some secretive stuff that may have been happening. All right, let's go with Keepers of the Light. What are the messages for air signs? Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. We have White Eagle, Ancestral Spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. Alright, so I feel like this is your spirit, your ancestral spirits are trying to communicate with you, trying to help you in your struggle. This is having, I feel like also this is having to heal bad karma in your family line. I mean, I feel like everybody could have some bad karma in their family line regardless, but feels like this has happened before in your family line, right? Like really bad relationships seem to happen in your line. And I think that with you communicating with spirit and your ancestors, they will heal that love, you know. They'll help you break that chain. And it's also you identifying who's worthy enough to have your cup. Like, don't just give your cup to anybody because you want to be with somebody. That's not how it works. It's like, sometimes you have to think of being in a relationship as like a job. What qualifications do you have? What are you going to help provide for me, and vice versa? You know, what is it that you're gonna help build this relationship, and what can we take from each other? You know, there's sometimes you gotta ask yourself these questions and know what kind of person you want in your life. So that's pretty much what I'm getting, and that will be the end of your reading, air signs. And I hope that makes sense to you guys. If any of this stuff resonates with you, I will leave a description of my Instagram, and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If this resonated with you, if you guys are a cross watcher, you know, this has to do with air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, whether you're sun, moon, or rising. Until then, I want to go ahead and close this reading, and you guys take care. All right, goodbye.